For the first time, we are now hearing from the Orlando mother who lost both of her sons in separate shootings just minutes apart.
Dylan Jimenez was killed during an argument. His older brother, Brian Richardson, was shot and killed by a responding Orange County deputy. All new at 6, the heartbroken mother spoke with West 2's Tony Atkins and has questions about the actions of law enforcement.
4 seconds from one heartbreak to the next.
It was so shocking. I watched both of them dying at the same time.
Ada Blaker could only watch her only 2 sons, Dylan Jimenez and Brian Richardson, killed one after another on August 6th.
It's like my heart has been ripped from my chest, and all in a matter of minutes.
Orange County Sheriff's deputies say this man, Rafael Villaverde, shot and killed Dylan after an argument at the Heritage Hotel where they lived.
I looked down at Dylan, and he smiled at me, and I told Dylan, please don't leave me. Don't leave me. I love you. Please don't leave me. And I could see the life coming out of him like he was dying.
Deputies arrived shortly after. Things went from bad to worse. With the alleged gunman still at large, Brian kept his gun in hand as responders tended to his brother.
I think Brian was very scared, very nervous.
But this, moments later.
Over here, the airway. He has a gun. In his hand, pointing at people. No, stop. Drop it.
Family attorney Mark James says he believes the shooting was not justified.
The deputy would not have shot the second brother, who was really there simply protecting himself and his family because he saw his brother had been gunned down.
It's tragic. I'm glad I wasn't put in this situation. All right? I'm glad I wasn't.
John Gasper, a retired detective and use of force expert, says while tragic, he believes the deputies had no choice.
First verbal command 228. 232, 4 seconds.
So I'm going to do something. That's a fraction of a second it would take for the officer to be taken down in this circumstance.
Gasper believes 3 things may come into play in the ongoing FDLE investigation. The deputy's lack of a chance to find cover in the seconds-long encounter, the original shooting victim still being nearby, and the other innocent bystanders still in the area.
Unfortunate, bad, perfect storm that created the death of somebody, that was an innocent but did all the things that created the use of deadly physical force.
Ada says she doesn't see this as a perfect storm at all and argues 4 seconds simply was not enough time for her son to react safely.
Like if somebody yells at you and says somebody's pointing a gun, wouldn't you look first and see if that person is actually pointing a gun? Why would you just start firing? I don't want another grieving mother. I don't want someone else having to feel what I feel every single day, or having to deal with the pain that I physically have, and how much I hurt, and how much I miss my boys.
Villaverde was originally charged for the deaths of both brothers initially. For now, he's only charged with second-degree murder for allegedly shooting Jimenez. The FDLE is continuing to investigate the deputy-involved shooting. Reporting in Orlando, Tony Atkins, West 2 News.